So the FMCG major ITC reported its Q3 FY23 numbers. When you look at the numbers, a stellar set of numbers coming in from the company. Yes, revenue growth has seen a growth of only 2.3%, but which is in line with what the street was expecting. Now, when you look at the profits of the company, margins of the company, that has seen a very good performance compared to the estimates of the company, estimates of ET now as well as the consensus estimates as well. Profits have grown by 21%, while the margins of the company have seen a very good expansion. Around more than 500 basis points in terms of expansion is what they've seen coming in for the margins of the company. The EBITDA margins of the company have come in at 38.35% versus just 32.17% last year. So year on year basis, very strong performance that we're seeing coming in from the company. Let's talk about segment revenues and different segments and how they've performed. Obviously, cigarette revenue, accounts to mostly around 60% of their business, and cigarette revenue saw a growth of around 16.7%. Even the cigarette EBIT has seen a good growth of around 16.9% as well. And overall, cigarette volume for the company has come in much better than expectations. The expectation was somewhere around the 8 to 10%, 8 to 9% mark, and cigarette volumes are inferred at somewhere around the 13% mark. So cigarette volumes somewhere around 13% is what the cigarette volumes have come in at. Now let's move on and talk about the FMCG business of the company. That has also seen a good growth coming in. 18% is what the growth is there in for the FMCG revenue of the company. FMCG EBIT too has seen a good growth. 43.8% is what the FMCG EBIT is standing at. So improvement in terms of the EBIT margin also is what we are seeing coming in for the FMCG business as well. Moving on, let's talk about the hotel business of the company. Now that has seen a growth of around 50% coming in terms of revenue, and the cigarette, I beg your pardon, your hotel EBIT is seen a 3 times growth on a year-on-year basis. Now what is supporting the hotel business obviously is the stellar performance, because inbound travel, outbound travel, international travel, that all is back, as well as weddings, MICE, leisure travel, all that is back, and that is supporting the hotel business. And revenue part for the hotel business is also well ahead of the pre-pandemic levels, is what the company has highlighted. Other than that, in terms of overall, when you look at the agri business of the company, yes, we're seeing a decline coming in the agri business of the company, but do not forget that there were restrictions imposed on wheat and rice exports, which is impacting the agri business. And last time the base was also higher because exports were much higher in the agri business. So because exports were higher, there was a higher base. This time around, obviously, we're seeing a decline because of these factors coming into play. Paper business too has done quite well. Paper business's revenue has grown by 12.6%, while the EBIT has seen a 35% growth coming in as well. So all in all, a good set of numbers coming in for the company. Cigarette volume growth is somewhere around the 13% mark. Strong performance coming in by ITC.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.